Hi, my fellow YouTubers. I thought I would shoot a quick video because it's coming up to a busy travel season, and there's some essential items that I don't travel without. And I thought it'd be helpful to pass that along. And also, please pass along in the comments things that you find useful to have when you're traveling just to provide relief. And some of these have like saved me in a pinch. So what I thought I'd start with is the absolute love, love, love having it. This is called papaya enzyme, and you may or may not have heard about this. But what this is great for is, say you're somewhere and you just ate a bunch of fatty food, or maybe a dairy product or something that just didn't quite agree with your stomach. This was recommended to me in the line dance community where there is a lot of travel. And it seems like it's quite more of a natural substance if you don't like to take a lot of pills, or if you don't want to take something like something stronger that's like a diarrhea medication or something like this. This is more of a softer approach. So these usually come as chewable pills, or you can swallow them. I don't notice a difference in whichever brands that you buy, but I know that some people swear by the Swiss Natural brand. But where you can buy this is at health food stores. You can also go to drugstores, although I know a lot of the drugstore chains, it is not a popular item, so it's not always easy to find. You can probably check if it's also available online. So what papaya enzyme does is it just it doesn't bind like some diarrheal medications or anything stronger. It just seems to help make whatever's happening pass naturally. So like I say, it doesn't like loosen a stool, or it doesn't ultra bind it. It just makes things move through the system easier. And I think that that's because it's an enzyme that helps break down whatever is going on digestively. I haven't had any complications from it. And I just find it takes off the edge. So papaya enzyme is what I would recommend. I know that most people would traditionally use when they have an upset tummy, something like Tums. So I tend to use like either of these things, and I have also used both of them when I'm feeling upset. And I would say if I've had dinner and something's amiss, then I've just taken this, and by the morning everything is fine. I haven't included here, but if you're Asian like me, you may need to use a lactate type product or a lactose product. The other thing that I also find great for upset tummy, and this is new to me, this was recommended by a bunch of travelers, internet travelers that are new to, it's Rob and Allie from Grounded Life Retirement Travel. They swear by charcoal caps or tablets. There isn't a particular brand that you have to try. These are ones that I happen to get online, and they come as tabs like that. Charcoal is a very natural item that can help your digestive system as well. Because when I was telling someone about this, that charcoal tabs are new to me, they said, oh, when they were a kid, that their parents used to just do up burnt toast, which has charcoal in it, and that used to help relieve their stomach. So, you know, you may want to try charcoal tabs. Like I say, I'm not very like brand dependent. Anything, you could find this at a health food store or again on Amazon. Now this, emergency. I find that when I'm traveling, I sometimes get run down, so just my system needs a boost. I don't always take a multivitamin, so I find emergency quite helpful. And it's different than just taking vitamin C, because on the ingredients package here, it's got all your multivitamins and then some other things. And you can buy different formulas, and there's like that'll have more things for for immunity and that sort of thing. And it comes in a package like this. It's in powdered form, and then you just add that to your like some water, and it's a pleasant tasting. There's many different tastes, so you can see different formulas, but I find like as a line dancer that emergency just takes off the edge and is helpful. Now, the last two things I'm going to go over that are helpful to have in your kit is certainly some sort of aspirin, Tylenol, whatever sort of headache medicine that you find works well for you. Aspirin, Tylenol, this happens to be Advil. And it's always just handy to have because when you're traveling, you just don't know if you can get to a pharmacy right away. And then what I like to have is some sort of like more powerful flu or cold medication. In this example, it doesn't have to be this brand, but what you want to look for is an active ingredient called pseudoephedrine. Now, pseudoephedrine is something in Canada, this type of product we can just buy off the shelf. In the US, it's a controlled substance. You don't need a prescription, but you just go to your pharmacist, any pharmacy, and I believe they just need to take your driver's license. It is, like I say, an over-the-counter medication, and then they will give you, I think the brand names are like Sinutab. Why I consider this essential is say that you're all stuffed up and you need some relief. There are sort of cold medicines that have other ingredients that do not include pseudoephedrine, but pseudoephedrine helps drain your sinuses, and it's just sort of a quick acting medication when you need to get sort of relief from any nasal congestion. So what I would recommend is you have to be careful with this medication because it does work so well, it can end up drying out your sinus passages or nasal passages. So I would not recommend this for longer than, say, 3 days. The other things you want to include in your medical kit, depending on the time of year, might be some sort of allergy medication. So Claritin is an example of a brand name. And some people use Benadryl. I don't use Benadryl because I find it makes me spacey, but that might be something that works for you. And here I thought I would show you just as a bonus, when you're traveling, and especially for those of us that are traveling a lot by carry-on, you don't always have enough room for your medication. So ideas for you on instant pill cases, you can even choose a pill case like this, pop the top, and then stuff in all your medications into one pill bottle. But what I would recommend is do write a guide. White pill means this, something or other means that. This is a little case that I found. It's not necessarily a pill case. I don't even know what it was for, but I found this in a little gift shop. And I just pop all my pills in here. But what I do is write yourself a guide. And I don't think there's a lot of complications when you mix your pills like that. So that's what I find handy if I want to keep my suitcase nice and tight. All right, so those are some of the medications that I find are my must go to. And I hope that please leave a note in the comments if there's anything that you find are useful. And then, it goes without saying, for me as a dancer, I love to have like Fisherman's Friends cough drops or some sort of cough candy, and that's helpful when you're getting on planes and the air is dry. So yes, please leave a note in the comments if there's something that you find essential in your sort of traveling medical kit. If you also find that you have a tip for containers, please let me know. And later, once I get everyone's updated comments, I'll do a revised video with everyone's suggestions. Happy travels this holiday season.